Alright, a couple more things you can do with roofs. So one thing is, what if I want to do a cutout here, if I want to draw a chimney? So I can select the roof, and I go up to Modify and choose Edit Group. So this is a roof, but it's treated as a group. I get into this Group Edit window, and all I have to do is draw a polygon, or a circle, or something, over the area of the roof that I want to cut away. And when I exit the group, there's my hole. If I were to do the roof framing with my hole there, the framing would reflect that cutout. If I don't like that position, I can go back and choose Edit Group. And I can select that object and change its size and have the hole updated. The other thing I can do is I can add some dormers. So there's a little bit more complicated or involved workflow for this. Alright, let's bring our window into our drawing. So I'm just going to double click on it and bring the symbol in and just drop it off on my page here. And then I'll change its height while it's still editable, because it's still a plugin object. I'll just change it to 2 feet. And at this point I have to convert it to a symbol. It's a plugin object, and I need to change it and create a symbol. And there it is in my resource browser. So at this point, I double click, I drop it off on my roof. I can make some choices here, and there's my dormer. Now, I didn't make any choices because you can always, when I click on it, it too has an editing point where I can change all kinds of things. So I can change the building offset line to bring it forward a little bit. I can change the height. I can decide where that window is centered. Offset from top, maybe 6 inches. I can change the slope. I can change the overall height to a point though. So my window is 2 feet. If I make this 2 feet, or a little bit more than 2 feet, everything changes, but that window doesn't change because that window is a symbol. So anything I want to do to that window, if I want to give it glass, if I want to give it a color, I need to do it before I turn it into a symbol. Once it's a symbol, I can change other things about my dormer. You know, I can change the shape, but that window remains unchanged. But it's fairly, yeah, you can see there my window is poking up through there because I made the height. Change it back to a gable. And see, I'm poking through my ridge there, so I may have to do some adjusting. There's only so much you can do with the parametric controls here. At a certain point, you may just have to draw a roof face and a roof face and some walls, and then fit walls to the roof. In fact, let me fit the walls to this roof. I haven't done that. So I'm going to select my walls. And I'm going to go up, fit walls to objects, constrain the top, and I want to fit to objects on the design layer that I'm working on. And I'll click OK. And the walls are automatically fit to my roof. So if I had to custom draw this dormer, I could draw walls in and have them fit to the roof and to the roof below. And have it fit in. So sometimes with dormers it's easier just to draw it yourself if you're not getting the roof line that you like. At this point, if I choose my roof and I frame the roof, I can make my choices. So take a minute or two because it's doing a lot of arithmetic. But there I have my framing inside my roof. So I'm just going to move my roof up out of here. This would be a great time to put your roof in a different class, but if I render this in OpenGL, you can see I've got my cutout. My framing is cut out here for the hole. I've got my dormer framed. I've got my roof framed. And I'm pretty much done with my model for now. I'll get rid of this because I don't need it. So pretty slick framing options. Again, none of them are trouble-free. You always have to go back and change something. But again, just to get some objects in your drawing that you can then go back and edit is pretty incredible.